Welcome to Super Stuff Unboxed.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Super Stuff Unboxed. Today we're going to be unboxing this Cyclops. Yeah, this Marvel Legends is the original old school Toy Biz Cyclops. Ooh, the hips though aren't your super circular kind of ball joint hips that the Toy Biz era was known for. So I'm excited about getting this one open. It looks pretty good. And they had variants back then, or platinums, or just different paint jobs on one. So your traditional blue and gold, or blue and yellow Cyclops is what we're looking at right now. You get the same comic book, accessories, and Build-A-Figure parts, whichever version you get. And then I'm super excited to have the other blue and yellows out. We've got this more recent version, the Nemesis Build-A-Figure one, that has this noticeably not red area where you can snap in some blast parts. And it does look like the X-Men 97 has the exact same fixture. And usually Marvel Legends head swap ability in the blues and yellows look very similar. So it's so awesome to have those two to give ourselves some options. Looking at the connector pieces, it does look like those are similar. And this one is more wide, so they're not the same. Super excited to have some options. I don't know if anything will actually work with this one or this one, but usually Marvel Legend head swaps are synonymous, so this head could perhaps be switched out for maybe something like this one, but the yellows wouldn't match your golds. And then this Toy Biz era is a different sort of Marvel Legend. Speaking of a different sort, this is, next to Toys Biz oldest, this is the Warlock Build-A-Figure. We can start talking about these. The unfortunate part is how they did the straps. These definitely look different. These also fall off the boot, these boot cuffs. Those are a lot less pronounced. And then look at how loosey-goosey just this is. This is actually just, something that could come off, come up, and be put on a different figure, like Cable or somebody else if you were so inclined, but the color scheme really only matches this one. This was just your traditional 90s amazing looking Cyclops until X-Men 97 kind of gave you another option with some of the upgraded armor. And it doesn't look too cartoony as far as I'm concerned. Speaking about cartoony, these yellows definitely all match a little bit more. And we're going to be taking a closer look, but I want to remind you that long ago, we put a lot of these old Toy Biz Build-A-Figure pieces together, and this video is going to be the last piece of the gigantic Sentinel completion. And even though it's hard to really get this on camera as one giant piece, because this thing is absolutely humongous, people were really excited about the X-Men 97 Sentinels because they do look really true to form, but look at the detail on the old Toy Biz style. I do have uploaded on the channel the Galactus Build-A-Figure already completed from that era, the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure already completed from that era, and just so you're aware, it looks like the tentacles that go into these Sentinels' hand. Look, individually articulated fingers we're going to get out of the box with the Cyclops today, but the Omega Red tentacles actually are Sentinel tentacles. That's the exact same. Anyway, we're going to get that together soon. Hopefully I don't break it while I do it. Speaking about breaking, we're going to turn these around just so people can get a quick glimpse if they want to take a pause at the back of the boxes. Doesn't look like anything too special or spectacular in their waves. Classic Jean Grey, kind of a classic Nightcrawler. The Goblin Queen, or that was Madeline Pryor at the time, right? It's not Jean Grey. So some cool characters. Again, some of them reappearing over here, like more of an X-Force crawler. But definitely excited that we have the opportunity to get all of these Cyclops, spanning so many years in the same video for you. Speaking of so many years, this super expensive Spider-Man is already open in this wave. I think both the red and blue Angels have made appearances on the channel. Here's that other paint job I was talking about, blue and white Cyclops with the X on his costume. I don't remember the white stripe in his head in the comic books, but I need to take another look. I don't remember this Mystique having a Build-A-Figure piece. But this was a pretty cool Omega Red with the way they did tentacles back then that many years ago. This is a really cool Black Panther with the way the cape can come off and those rubbery capes like the Doctor Strange of that era, or this one. Just amazing. Speaking of amazing capes, just the individual kind of leathery cut pieces for this Mr. Sinister makes them stand out. I guess these wings really stand out too. And if you take a look here, this is 2005. So this has been 20 years in the plastic about to come out. Speaking of in the plastic, I really loved Marvel Universe cards back in the day. 6'1", 181 pounds, hair red. Eyes red, excuse me, hair brown, eyes red, I guess. All right, energy projection. I always loved that he did have a high energy projection and intelligence and fighting skills. But Cyclops, he's that far for energy projection. I'd like to see where he stacks up. I'll have to take a look at some other cards, but I didn't get them ready. Speaking of taking a look, it's that time. We're getting this thing out of the 20-year-old packaging. I feel better that I'm recording. The fact that I'm opening all of these super old figures. But we don't have a lot of subscribers. And so we're not making any money. Whoop. And we're just doing this to share, sell, help build a channel. You know, a comment really helps the algorithm. Subscriptions are cool. But something that hurts the algorithm is just subscribing and then scrolling right by and passing up videos, because part of the algorithm is a percentage of capturing once you've seen it. Are people interested in what you're uploading, or do they scroll past? So it's a little hint into how algorithms works for anybody who cares, but it doesn't matter a lot because we don't even have not even 500 subscribers as of this date in 2025, November. All right, so I don't know if you noticed, but I clamshelled. I cut around the edges with the really big scissor. That's going to allow me to open it and slide this out. So I'm going to be keeping some of the insides. I don't think I'm going to be storing it in this plastic. You notice they did like this Toy Biz design, and they're using some of this for packaging nowadays. Like characters like Toad. Speaking of, it doesn't matter which Cyclops paint job you get, whether you get that blue and white one I pointed to in the back of the packaging or this one. Either way, this comic book comes with, and if you think you're getting a really cool classic comic book, let me just show you this back art. All of the comic books included with the Wave has the same back panel page, and then their custom reprints. See, it even says not for resale, but you do get just amazingly classic comics. And then once you remove that, you get to see how to put the Build-A-Figure pieces in. None of these are difficult or need any explanation at all, but whatever. It's better than leaving that blank. And then I'm keeping these card backs because I really like those scale things. Now, I wonder if I could just cut through this with this Mega Scissors. Oh, yeah. So that twist tie in time. Am I going to get so lucky and go through this one without breaking the... Oh, come on. Save some time, people. Oh, no. All right, I'm going right in. This might... I hope this doesn't backfire. Oh. Okay. So this is the same piece that I was telling you as the Omega Red Tendrils. They are interchangeable. They're all exactly like this. All of them. So, all right. A good size tendril. It can hold these things. All right, I'm not gonna necessarily stick this in and keep this in. You can kind of see based on the arm that it is long enough to kind of wrap around because you're not really holding maybe the characters in the Sentinel hand as much. Oh, look at that a little bit. Some scrapage, weird paint coloring here on the outside. From here, look, some of the orange even got on this. Yeah, these aren't necessarily always made with great quality. I think the Galactus's leg might have had a manufacturing issue. Speaking of, let's put Cyclops in the background there a little bit for just size comparison. And you got yourselves, yeah, like a very, very big Build-A-Figure. These were way bigger back in the day. And they didn't even cost. Now, this is going to take a lot of pushing. You know what? Am I going to get lucky and be able to just really push this 20-year-old thing in on this video without... Ooh. Okay, that was a major pain. This shoulder was definitely stiff, and I didn't grab a hair dryer or some heat like people often do. I just ran it under a lot of really hot water and utility sink, so that's why this thing might look a little wet. But then that also, I feel, helps loosen it up. This was a really stiff shoulder. Getting it to raise up was a lot. And even now, yeah, the shoulder isn't super well-rounded, but this, hard to see, is an absolutely gigantic Build-A-Figure. Yeah, I'm holding it sideways. You aren't seeing things too weird. Just an amazing, maybe the best Build-A-Figure ever, even though I had all that trouble putting it in. This thing is gigantic. This does look more impressive than the Galactus and the Apocalypse, and I mean, this channel has done what? Starro was a pretty popular Build-A-Figure. DC Multiverse Bane, King Shark. Yeah, this thing rivals them all, and this doesn't even have the tendrils in. So, super excited about that. Wish that I could capture it on the channel a little bit better. And now, just a reminder that these stands used to stick into people's backs. Are you wondering if it sticks into Marvel Legend backs that are more modern and can help make flying characters fly? The answer is yes, it works. These are modern Marvel Legends, and a lot of them have little holes in the back, especially characters that wear capes. So, there you go. Am I really ever going to stick this in Cyclops' back for posing? Probably not for Cyclops. But still, the Marvel Legends stand. It's known for individually articulated fingers, but not on this one. Whoa, these are actually stiff. Oh yeah, this is 20 years. I hope I don't break this. Okay, those bend and bends, and the shoulders are so far so good. We've got double jointed elbows that, you know, this is not too stiff and not too loose, and thigh cuts are good, and oh man, that hip articulation for this era is honestly, yeah, it's some of the best. Wow. The double pin knees, the big cuff boots, the toe, ooh. Yeah, the toe is not articulating after all these years. I don't know that I really care or need that, but when things have been in the box a long time, sometimes they get brittle or fuse, and wrists are good. No rotation around the cuff, but okay, I'm not gonna force the fingers on this side or these, but maybe I'll add some heat later and this thing will super articulate like that it wants it. Yeah, this guy is pretty cool. This is a Cyclops that you might see in an X-Men 97 or an MCU before too long, because this is not the only version of Cyclops. This generally is just considered 90s Cyclops, which was a big heyday for the X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, popularity with cartoon shows and comics, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, original X-Men, X-Men 97, X-Factor, Cyclops. Yeah, he was. I guess all the original X-Men were members of X-Factor. Super cool. Super happy we did it. We unboxed, we built a big mega figure, we cut through some metal wires, we realized that some head swaps might work out really well. Hopefully this was worth your time. Thank you so much for watching Super Stuff Unboxed. We appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. Let's take some pics. Yeah.